Buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. Live on a Tuesday, post-President's Day. Everybody had their big presidential meal last night. You got together with your family, passed each other presidential gifts, rooted on Team USA. I believe we're 7th in medals right now in the Winter Olympics. Oddly, the other day we fell behind Sri Lanka. We're not doing as good as we normally do. And then last night was the big Jimmy Fallon bringing the Tonight Show back to New York. And he had what I would consider, I always call this in the business, Fez Whatley's steel nerves. Just coming in there, knowing the pressures involved, but cutting right through it. I was surprised to see him that nervous.
I was so weirded out how he started the show, the very start, where he's going over, like, introducing his parents or whatever, and I thought he was going to cry. I thought he was going to break down and start crying during this thing. When he came back out to do the monologue, okay, Jimmy Fallon, but that first part of it, I was weirded out.
I wonder why he wanted to share all that.
I have no clue.
I'm going to be standing here telling you jokes, and the Roots are going to play along with people.
His voice did crack, I think, when he said, like, oh, I used to be a little kid, like, sneaking downstairs to watch a show, and now there's a little kid that's going to be watching me do that.
Maybe. I don't know. You know? Kids got a lot of shit that they can watch these days, Jimmy.
It's on their iPad.
Yeah.
They have laptops.
Yeah, they don't need to come downstairs. All I thought was at least they played his correct theme song on the first day. They did not run a song that everybody else thought was terrible.
So
I'm doing a Chris Stanley fucking joke right now.
Oh, God.
Boy, our first day on this channel was just fucking god-awful.
Bad.
Luckily, none of our bosses listened, and they said, how did it go? And we said, it kicked ass. And then went like this. Up top, motherfucker, don't leave me hanging. How did you think his show went overall?
I think it went over well. I think once he got out of that fucking almost mental, emotional breakdown at the beginning, it was business as usual.
I'm just going to stop our show. I'm going to bring up Fez. He had a very rough weekend, and his shrink is going to make him go take autism test.
Oh, God.
So because of that, he didn't shave, do any of his pre-meeting stuff, got here late. And I go, why do you care about taking a test? And he goes, in the back of my mind, I always thought I could get better, but I guess this is just me. So, I guess that's why you're not jumping in today and not feeling a part of this. When are you taking your autism test?
I have to call the young lady at the Comprehensive Testing Center after the show today.
No, what are you going to call her on? A duck? Just pick up a duck and start talking into it?
I will be able to still work a phone, I hope.
What are you worried about if you have autism?
Well, I always thought, you know, with anxiety and stuff or depression, there was maybe eventually a pill would come around or something like that. But now it just feels, oh, forget it. My brain is just broke.
It wouldn't be broke. It would be autism that you had your whole life, correct?
Yeah.
You don't catch it. So what would be new about your life if you have it?
Well, the hope that I had in my life that I could eventually get past the anxiety.
But you would have nothing else to compare it to. You only know your autistic brain if it's true. So you're fine.
This explains why in meetings he's always come up with ideas to, like, help cows get through places without getting hurt better.
Well,
I'm going to start wearing more Western wear.
Says the man wearing the same shirt every day.
Plaid shirt.
And I was like, that woman dresses weird. So we're going to stop the show so we can talk about your autism, but then I want to get back into the Jimmy Fallon thing. But you need to get this out, right?
Yeah, and I need some headphones. The interns didn't set up the studio correctly.
Who's in charge of the interns?
That's Chubby Lynn.
Why aren't you pissed at him? Why aren't you... Oh, because of the autism. I just thought you don't know when your emotions work, right? You get mad if someone doesn't say hello to you in the fucking hall, but you don't care that your team isn't working correctly. Like if I said I need headphones and Shelby just sat there and wasn't moving, I'd be going fucking ape shit on him.
He's still just looking.
Well,
Maybe you should come with me and get tested.
I don't need to bang my head against the wall.
Here's what I would say, Shelby. You can't find his headphones, right?
There are no more headphones.
Then I would say take off your fucking headphones and give them to me. I'm a co-host, motherfucker. That's what I would say. That's where I'd say the correct way of treating people would be.
I would, but they're kind of locked in under the console.
Here's Charlie. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ronnie B, that Saturday hockey was great, right? But I called in because I thought we already diagnosed him with synesthesia. He's never repeated a number or a color wrong, right? He's never gotten one name and then somebody came back a different time and said, oh, no, you gave me a different number or color.
Yeah, but
I thought...
Yeah, that is true, but didn't they say that synesthesia is tied in with autism?
Yeah, that could be part of it.
You read up on it all weekend, right?
Yeah.
Now, did you really fucking read up on it, or did you just think that you saw words in the carpet?
I believe I read up on it. It appeared to be words. Who knows? I could be dyslexic, too.
Here is, let's go over here to Shane. Shane, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B, I can save Fez a lot of time and money. There's a little quick test you can do to see if he's got autism. Just touch his ears real quick and see if he flips the fuck out.
I know he doesn't really like to be touched.
No, I had to squeeze past him, early, maybe 10 minutes ago, and I just put my hand on his shoulder, and then I could hear him getting really pissed.
And he used to go through a thing where he thought people were trying to step on his feet. And I had to say to him, Fez, you got to stop bitching about people stepping on his feet. Because if you step near his feet, he acted like you stepped on them. Oh, no. And then for some reason, he just turned it off one day.
Is that autistic? Is that an autistic tendency?
This seems to be a jump back into what's wrong with the host thing for him. I know when we came over here, he wanted to drive his own car. But we're back to where we used to be on the other station of, the advice show, What's Wrong with Fez. Here's Logan. Logan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, man, sorry to hear everything's going kind of shitty over there today.
It's okay.
Man. Yeah. Hey, man, I wanted to check in, see if, have you checked out any of the new House of Cards yet that's coming out on Netflix?
I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I'm going to face something. Chris Stanley and I have been into the True Detective, battling back and forth, and this week was a tipping point for True Detective, because it felt like the first couple episodes, just you and I were talking about it with each other.
Yeah, it was just it had gotten some press, and I was like, "Did you see True Detective?" And then it was a good show.
And then over the weekend, the entire internet blows up with it, and then before I know it, my parents are talking to me about the Yellow King. I don't know. I mean, this Nietzsche thing sounds crazy, but that guy walking around in his underwear, could he be the Yellow King? And I'm like, really? Is everybody focusing on that?
Yeah, everyone's obsessed. And then that book, The King in Yellow, is some book from 1890 that's now selling hot on
and
Kindle.
Coldplay's #1 again. Because it was all yellow.
It's been a slow burn because, at first, it was just a few people watching it, and then it's building and building. And now, this past week, and after this last episode, every review is mentioning Breaking Bad in the same breath as True Detective. Because that's the last thing they can remember. It's the greatest TV show
Here's what I'm concerned about, though. That it's going to turn into Lost instead of Breaking Bad.
Oh, God. Well, there's only 3 episodes left. I mean, we're going towards the end here, and these guys ain't coming back. That was the whole point of the show: is 8 episodes, 1 story, 1 cast, out, and then a new cast for next season. And I've heard crazy casting rumors for next season, like Denzel Washington's going to be on HBO. And
why not?
Show.
Fucking Don Cheadle does Sunday nights. William H. Macy does Sunday nights.
Huge. And the theories that are coming out about this show are just totally nuts. Like just reading fan boards or whatever.
Well, you can only go a couple ways, and this is spoiler free. But it's a matter of, is it human horror or is it, ghostly, devilly.
The supernatural stuff.
That's the word I was looking for. Supernatural. Is it natural horror? Is it man?
I hope it's man.
I don't have any hopes for it as long as it's done well. Like, I'm going to be mad if it masked a couple TV shows where the person who was more or less looking for himself. Doing a lot of heavy breathing there too.
Oh, didn't realize. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm just worried about you over there. I just heard the huffing and puffing. It's got me concerned.
I would think, I haven't watched this show, but I would think if it went supernatural, if it turned out to be vampires or aliens, it would be disappointing.
No, not necessarily if it's done right. If anything is done right, what do you care? Like you said, when we had the thing of no one knows that he's dead. Now, normally that would be a fucking hack piece, but it was done well, and everybody loves Sixth Sense. The you don't realize you're the other guy is hack and stupid, but Tyler Durden worked. So you can't just say anyone who goes into this direction, I won't like it. But the question becomes more of this. If you don't like the last piece of the puzzle, did that mean that you didn't enjoy putting the puzzle together?
I think it would be kind of a cop-out if they did do the whole supernatural thing, because they've just been putting a lot of effort into, like, realism. They don't, like, gussy up the sets, make them all polished.
I don't know. Did you see a fucking... The birds turned into a fucking spiral about 4 episodes ago?
Yeah, that's just in his head. He's a crazy
We don't
guy.
know that. We don't know that.
Yeah, we're not sure as of right now.
Because remember, he even said then... Sometimes I hallucinate, and sometimes I see right through things. So I am not going to say if they go in any direction, I'll hate it. But it does have to be satisfying.
If it was supernatural, when the second season, then people would just be like, oh, forget it. It's just going to be warlocks.
Every season is going to be different. I don't think it's their job to worry about fucking next season if they're not going to be there. That's up to these writers, these directors, these performers. I find this weird, though. I mean, why did the name of the show was what?
True Detective.
And it's not. You know what I mean? Like, why would you call something True Detective that is just fictional? That's bothered me from the beginning. That and the fucking weird song at the beginning trying to sound like Leonard Cohen.
They picked True Detective because it was like it was the title of an old noir magazine from the 20s, like pulp.
So
noir.
they're all going to be called True Detective.
Yeah, it's going to be True Detective throughout the thing. Yeah, throughout the series if it's picked up, which it should be. This is doing well enough.
Now, were any of those things true stories?
I think it was just it was fiction writing.
Then why call it true? This is my fucking point. I feel like I'm talking to a fucking Easter Island head over there.
Well, they have those like true crime novels.
Yes, they're true. A true crime novel means it actually happened. It's not fiction.
If Ledoux was an actual real person, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Time is flat. Or whatever crazy shit he was talking about.
Black Stars.
All right, somebody wrote in to me. We got to hear the conclusion of Hicks's Valentine's dinner. How did it go the other night?
Oh, wonderfully. That WD-50 is a class act spot. Just brilliant.
What did you eat? Rather than just say class.
They had a cauliflower. It was a cauliflower cube. It was cauliflower, but it was a foam cube that was. It just blew my. This doesn't look like cauliflower. This isn't cauliflower. And
right.
It blew your mind. Oysters where the shell was edible. Just amazing gastronomy stuff that Wally Dufresne blew up.
Did you just say astronomy?
Gastronomy?
Okay.
Wait, space cauliflower.
No, I had like a pizza down there that was actually sand.
What?
Like they give you sand and you eat it. It tastes like pizza. So what you got the chef's menu, right? The tasting menu.
Yeah, the tasting menu.
So what was all on there?
It had.
And how can you eat the shell of an oyster?
It wasn't actually a shell. It was turned something that turned into a shell of an oyster that was made edible.
Like made out of candy? Like a candy oyster?
No, it wasn't made out of candy.
Shell. You had a peanut M&M.
It did have some delicious brittle. They had a squash peanut soup with like tobacco. With pieces of tobacco in it, and I was like, "Well, this can't possibly taste good." It was brilliant. It was they had just tobacco pieces.
Yeah, but you're a smoker.
They had corned beef cheeks. So they were beef cheeks, right? But they tasted like pastrami. It blew my mind.
Here's Mike in Chicago.
So, Ron, those old magazines that call themselves True was sort of a carny humbug. And part of it was that you knew you were ruled. You knew these things couldn't have happened, but there was always the shadow of the doubt. And that was the fun of it, I think. And I think the show is in keeping with that spirit.
So the old True Detective was bullshit.
Yeah, they were all super lurid, crazy stories that couldn't have happened, but they said they did. And you know it. I think the readers know it, but they like to think, what if we lived in a world where it was this insane? And they enjoy that aspect.
All right, thanks. Peace. Shelby, I understand that you did a thread the other night on what's that stupid fucking show children watch?
The Walking Dead, all about zombies. I'm getting kind of... honestly, myself, I'm getting kind of fed up with that show, just wondering where this whole thing will end.
You finally growing up? Well, that's why I'm happy about True Detective having a beginning, middle, and end. Even if it's great or if you hate it, it ends.
Yeah, like, that's what I liked about Breaking Bad, especially. Like, you know at the beginning, okay, he gets cancer. This has like a very limited shelf life. It's not going to be running for 10 seasons. But The Walking Dead, that okay, there's going to be fighting zombies forever, and they keep like having just this giant cast, and they get you like invested in the characters. Then they kill one off, and it's a big deal. But then they just introduce two more. So
right.
I don't know, where is this going to end here?
Yeah, and this is what we talked about with Lost. After a while, if you're not happy with the conclusion, you're like, I hate this whole thing, even though you got a lot of entertainment out of it.
At the end of last season, they introduced like a couple kids, a bunch of other people, and then at the end of Sunday's episode, oh, here comes 3 more people, just right into the whole mix of things. It'll never end. They're just going to have one big
Chris Stanley, I tried to text you the other day about the U.S. hockey team. You were sleeping.
Yeah.
I text your sports partner, and I go, greatest day in American history. And he goes, why? Because pitchers and catchers? I know. I go, no, dude, I'm talking about the hockey team. And he's like, what? Was that today? And I'm like, yeah, you're doing a sports show tonight. And then he says, God damn it, I've been watching the Truman Show all morning. This is my fucking 2 sports guys.
Hey, all right, look, I knew it was happening.
Biggest thing since 1980. One is sleeping, and the other's watching the Truman Show for the 500th time.
I was sleeping off that WD-50 meal.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
With Dave and you, I failed.
No.
I failed as a surrogate radio father.
You're a success, sir. All right? I'm going to call you sir as a surrogate father.
That. Like the great Mancini. That's how I fucking raise my kids.
When you texted me, fuck Russia. So I saw as soon as I woke up, I was like, wait a minute, did we fucking lose? Then I had to look back. I was like, oh, thank God. I thought I was worried for a second.
I thought you were going to be like my Radio Oshi, that you're going to be out there getting shit done.
4 out of 6.
Fez, did you see this?
No, I was...
What happens to human beings? Shelby, did you see this?
I did not. I think I missed this one.
This was the biggest thing in the history of the planet Earth, and I don't have a human being to discuss it with. All right, I just got a note from somebody who works at WD-50 and says that shell is not edible. No. And that you just sat there like an animal and ate an oyster shell.
Well, regardless, it tasted good.
You should not break through those. That's probably why you've been saying you're having stomach problems today.
This is bad. I totally thought that was edible. Didn't seem as hard as a regular shell.
This USA-Russia thing was so tense that I didn't even enjoy the ending. It was just too much pressure on me.
What do you think about Oshie after the game when they asked him about being a hero? He says, no, the real heroes are the soldiers fighting in Iraq. Like, you just take the compliment, maybe?
Well, you know what? Would you actually feel better about this? You know what? You're right. I am a hero more than those goddamn soldiers fighting in Iraq.
Hey, let's.
And by the way, it's Afghanistan, right? Is that what he said? Because it's been a while since Iraq.
They're still having some problems.
Or what if he would have said Canada? If we're the soldiers preparing to invade Canada right now.
This was from a guys in the shit and the Nam. What?
Still have, like, maybe a base there.
And then he started crying about Bodie Miller's brother.
He's a real rallying point, Chili.
What are you going to do?
Ask him about it constantly.
I don't know. I think if I did a sports show and the most exciting sports moment of the last 30 years came on, not only that, but Putin was sitting there, had to swallow this.
I saw that afterwards.
So, after I tried all my effeminate friends, I ended up talking to my dad, and this fucking weirded me out. So my dad's like, oh, this takes me back to when I was a kid and Jesse Owens showed up Adolf Hitler, and we didn't get to see it until it came into the movies on the, News of the World. So I'm sitting there and I'm like staring at my phone and I'm like, holy shit, you were around then. You were alive. And I actually said to my dad, isn't it weird you're still alive? And you remember Jesse Owens and Adolf Hitler as being like a normal thing that people would talk about?
The change you've seen in the world. Oh, my God.
We actually did get into the technology thing. He had to wait to go to the movies when they would play the newsreel to see all the stuff. Like, he could read about it in the paper, but he would have no... And, like, everybody was going crazy in the movie theater and fucking pointing at the screen at Adolf Hitler fucking walking out because he didn't want to see Jesse Owens get a medal. But then I'm like, look at you guys. You could have seen it in real time. One's fucking watching Truman Show. The other one's puking up oyster shell. You got fucking Shelby jerking off looking at pictures of guys. And Fez is autistic and thought that everything was going on inside a snow globe.
My excuse is the most valid out of everyone else's. I did see us wreck Slovakia, though.
Here's my buddy Blowhard. Hey, Blowhard.
You can talk to me anytime about hockey. That game was way beyond anything in history since 1980. The competition for this gold medal is going to be vicious. And I'm talking about the men and the women.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and how anybody with a sports show or anybody who works on your show could not watch that. That was the highlight of the whole Olympic Games. That was the Olympics right there.
That's the only thing that we're going to remember.
Yeah.
Really, from the Olympics.
And the fact of the matter is that you have like 5 teams now that could go for the gold that have a good chance. This competition is incredible. And then when the American women have a rematch with the Canadian women, they want to kill each other.
By the way, one of them has to win. You know what I mean? Like, they're even talking about getting rid of women's hockey because the Canadians and Americans are the only really 2 teams.
It's just astounding that these guys missed a game. I don't understand.
I'm blown away too. I mean, I do give Fez an autistic excuse
about that great victory.
Yeah,
I caught it on tape delay.
Is hockey like not in the top of your guys' discussion? Is it all about just the NBA and jerking off? And
we talked about the Olympics first half of the show.
Did you? Or were you just daring each other to eat baby shit?
No, we did not dare each other. There were no daring.
Are you guys doing a sports show or Jackass?
Sports show.
So, Hicks, you got a prediction for the gold? Like, who's going to win? Who's going to be in the finals, and men and women?
He doesn't even know what the countries are yet. He's eating oyster shells like they're fucking chips.
Look, if you had that oyster shell in front of you, I think you would have taken a bite out of it.
What'd you pay for dinner for the 2 of you?
I don't want to say that on the air.
Say it.
I'll give you a hand signal. With drinks, though.
Drinks kills you.
Yeah, I really going to the place that nice. Like, I never eat someplace that fucking cool. But.
Yeah, because you're doing $20 fucking cocktails.
Yeah. Ugh. Rough.
Man, but you got to talk sports, man. If you got a sports show,
They don't. They talk about they dare each other.
Johnny watched it. You know he did. You know a lot of people. I bet Black.
It's a sports show. Listen back to it. It was the first half. We were just talking about the Olympics.
What events that you guys missed?
Figure skating. How you want to jerk off to the chicks?
Oh, Jesus!
I'm not masturbating to the figure skaters.
Because whenever I turn that show on, it just talks about who Dave wants to fuck and who's full of jizz and who's full of cum.
Pull those
Should be
fucking
the same
pieces and
thing.
send them to me.
Listen to the tapes. It's just nothing but like sex talk, and then you talk about what TV star you want.
What
to
sex
bang.
talk are you talking about?
You talking about what TV star you want to bang?
I don't want to bang any TV stars. They don't talk about. We don't talk about that on the
Who'd you
air.
pick? Matt LeBlanc?
It's not exactly Sports Center. Let's
He's
put
my
it that
favorite.
way.
He's my favorite friend.
And to ignore one of the greatest events in American sports history.
You're delusional. It wasn't ignored. We talked
If you
about
were
it
around in
on the show.
1936, you would have said Jesse Owens. Who's that?
Then he probably would have said the N-word. Because I hear that show
Hey, that
sometimes.
guy Hitler's got things running well over there.
I'd like to think I wouldn't have been dropping M-bombs back then.
You like to get a little fucking racist.
It was acceptable back then.
Every 4
Was it?
years, you got this
Not to
special
me.
event. You should be so psyched. You should come in the morning and give Ron the update on the Olympics and what was good, what wasn't good.
All I do is watch the Olympics as soon as I get home. That's all I do.
All right, Chris, I'm going to let you know that you, from what I can see here, it looks like you spent $180 on cocktails alone.
Rough. But that was with tip also, the number I gave you.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I can't believe how it adds up. It's
What are you, a
scary.
bonus baby to come through like that? Did you get your thing?
I've also been saving, yeah. I do this very
But
rarely.
you got that thing?
Yeah, I got that thing.
Thanks for letting us know after we're fucking reminding everybody to make sure you get it.
Hey, Chris, you hear that Jeter's leaving the Yankees? I don't know if you heard that.
We talked about it last week.
He doesn't know. He said this: if you had to fuck one of Jeter's girlfriends, what would it be?
Right? I mean, and I think Dave even said he'd fuck Jeter himself. I mean, this show...
Of course he would.
I wouldn't, yeah, he probably said that. I wouldn't lie
All
about
right.
that.
Just out of respect.
Listen, just pay attention.
You know what? It might be time for a second fucking break for you guys. Take another 4.
One day back. It's 1 week been back.
I don't know if Shelby's much of a sports fan.
No, he isn't.
I give him
He
a
likes
pass.
fucking Portland.
And Fez, I don't know, was he up in the office? What was going on? Did he miss it all?
He was up in the office wearing the same shirt, creeping everybody out.
Here we go again. Jesus Christ. Come on, Fez, get back in the game.
Get back in the game, Fuzzy. Well, he's got autism.
Fez, you're doing great. Come on. Ever since you came over to 99 here, you've been doing well. Come on.
All right, Blowhard. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Peace out.
Peace. Boy, if Blowhard just went through here and fucked you guys up.
Blowhard doesn't know shit.
Oh, now you're getting strong. He's
I
gone.
was strong with him right there. He's talking that smack.
Fez did this when Blowhard was talking. You be Blowhard talking to me like I'm Fez, and I'll do the Fez impression because I was watching him.
And where were you? Were you up in the office or something? I'm Blowhard.
He just sat there and kept making short breaths back at him.
Fez,
Like,
get that
what am
old
I
man.
watching? Did somebody put the fucking fish on the bottom of the boat? All right, we just put a Kate Upton video up on the iBang. We haven't fucking celebrated that in a while. I know fucking Hicks is done with Kate Upton. I'm not.
Emily Ratajkowski's the new girl.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Maybe I was wrong. Jesus.
That's insane.
She's really come back in a big way.
Yeah, but she don't mind being a little chunky. Oh my God. Zero fucking...
There's no gravity in that room she's in.
That's exciting. Has anyone ever fucked in one of these planes?
I think I heard Penn Jillette tell a story of like he wanted to and it ended up like really fucked up.
What, you ended up in some guy's ass by mistake? Holy shit.
Every photo shoot should be in 0G.
All right, it's 0 gravity, and she's in like this tiny bikini, bouncing around. And Hicks, now do you see how crazy you were when you said she was done?
Yeah, she hadn't done anything like this in a while. So, if it's not top of mind, with these girls got to be putting this shit out constantly.
Yeah.
Good work, Kid Upton.
Upton girl. G-Vax said, speaking of twist endings with Supernatural Tris, how great was McConaughey in Frailty? Perfect example. Have you seen Frailty yet, Shelby?
Is that new or
no?
How's that going? No, I don't think I missed.
It's a movie.
Some Mud. That was pretty nutty in that.
There's nothing supernatural in Mud.
That was, by the way, you turned this into the gayest thing I've ever been involved in.
What?
You just went, no, I don't think I've seen. Is it new? I saw Mud.
That's how they talk in that movie.
But this is like Southern gay that you're into.
I could dig that.
For sure you can.
Yeah. I'm sure you fucking dig anything. I'm sure you dig anything that's fucking gay.
Digging that dick.
You don't dig a dick.
All right. Flathead wrote to me and said maybe Fez needs to start wearing a football helmet to work so he can't hurt himself.
Be much safer.
That's it. That's turning it on the motherfucker. Give me a pound there. I'm not pounding you for fucking joining on yourself. That fucking self-deprecating thing that belongs to Shelby's generation, not mine. Let me make fun of myself before others do.
Did you ever notice that my dick doesn't work when I fuck my girlfriend?
Look,
am I gay or not?
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
This is a fucking Davey Marks sports fucking show, all right? Because that's how you guys talk to each other for 4 hours.
I was just giving an impression of one of Shelby's comics.
You did my voice though. Fucking a girl. Make up your mind. Am I gay? Am I straight?
Jesus, why were you even asking him?
I can't follow anymore.
Why am I supposed to be telling you what your sexuality is?
All right, this up on
I can't make up my mind.
This up on the iBang today. I hate to bring it back into sports, but I have to. Because people are lacking it from the Davey Max Sports Show over the weekend.
Oh, we get
where
one.
I just talked into jizzies and cumsies. Everybody was mad at LeBron for his Mount Rushmore of basketball. Now, Chris, what exactly were the names that he gave out as the Mount Rushmore of basketball?
All right, LeBron's his Mount Rushmore was.
Can't find it, huh?
I got it.
Go ahead.
It was Jordan, Bird, Magic Johnson, and Bill Russell.
That was LeBron's.
Yeah.
No, he didn't put Bill Russell on it because that's what started this shit. That LeBron came back and kindly put on Bill Russell.
Was that Kobe's?
Yeah, Kobe had to come in and say it. But LeBron did not have Russell in. All right, let me ask you, Chris. I'm not going to ask you to do your work and look stuff up. But just sit here. Who would be your Mount Rushmore basketball?
It's going to be Will Chamberlain, Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Now, you know that this isn't the Lakers.
That's mine.
The fucking... Did you think that I just meant for the Lakers organization?
All time.
So you don't pick any non-Lakers?
Jordan.
Everybody's Jordan in your generation. Who you got?
I would say Jordan, Magic Johnson. Yeah, I'd go with Larry Bird too. That fourth one, that's right. I'd put on James. I'd actually put on him.
He's actually made it for you.
Yeah. By the end of his career, I'd have put him on. I mean, I get what he's saying. Even his Oscar Robertson and Bill Russell pick. I mean, Russell won all those titles, and I believe Oscar Robertson, he did average a triple-double.
Triple-double for a season.
But those guys were playing against, like, all white guys. I mean, how really hard...
That's just not true. If you go back and look at that fucking league, it's certainly not true. And And, you are stuck with your fucking error. There's nothing you can get around the fact that you played in your era. You're not going to be able to move Bill Russell today or LeBron back to the fucking 60s. I've got my Mount Rushmore. I think it's got to start with Larry Bird. Then you got to go the great Jerry West. You got to go back to John Havlicek. And obviously John Stockton. So those are the four greatest basketball players of all time.
No Jordan on there?
I actually almost put in Billy Cunningham, the great 1976er.
The Kangaroo Kid?
I may put Cunningham back in. Matter of fact, I might even put up Mount Rushmore with 5 faces. Here's James. James, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B. So, you keep kind of busting on a little lipstick over there in his self-deprecating humor. I thought you liked comedians that had self-deprecating humor.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Norton, shit like that. You in the past have stood fondly of, for example, Norton and his...
I think Norton is fucking not completely caught up on it. Certainly he points out the things that he does. But it isn't like some of these guys who... To me, the thing that I can't stand is a guy who comes out, talks about the fact that he's bald, and 45 minutes later, he's still talking about it. Put on a hat, motherfucker. Stop worrying about yourself so much.
Thought about getting a comb over, but even that didn't work for me. So then I tried plugs, but that sucked.
George, you're on the Run and Fez show.
What's up, buddies? $1 million. Hey,
Yeah.
I got my 4 on Mount Rushmore. I got Pistol Pete, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and the gorilla from the Phoenix Suns.
All right, I'm going to go back and put Pistol Pete on mine. I got to have Pistol Pete Maravich.
So there's up to 6 people on this
Yeah, I
Rushmore
got
now?
6 on my Mount Rushmore. Because no one ever says Mount Rushmore has to be 4.
What about Bill Bradley? I mean, are we going to put him in? He was a senator, wasn't he?
I could put Bill Bradley there. Mainly for working at Sirius.
Love when he's around.
No one even brings up that's some of the finest work he's ever done.
Does have a signed jersey upstairs. Just hanging right on the wall for everyone to see.
Do you call it a jersey or a Jay-Z now?
If Jay-Z's wearing it, it would be a Jay-Z's Jay-Z.
I always call it
And then
Jay-Z.
he was wearing it in Jersey. It would be unbelievable. Here's what kills me about... Was there anything special to the cocktails that you got?
I mean, they were just fancy cocktails. No, nothing like overly special, no.
So you all but doubled the price.
Yeah. When I sat down and thought about it, all worth it, though.
How many times have I talked about that on the air here?
No.
And you didn't think about it until after you paid.
Well, it was a nice evening. It was like, hey, yeah, let's get some drinks.
But you're going to have some drinks before you went. A nice evening wouldn't have meant $300 in drinks. That's something sloppier. Does your chick drink as hard as you?
No, not at all.
You like that fucking cuff balloon barfly?
No.
These are all my friends! These are all my friends!
And they were his friends, weren't they?
In their own way, they were.
When he had some cash, when he was loaded, he just drinks for everybody.
James, you're on the Run and Fez show.
How are you not talking about David Robinson, the only player in NBA history to win every individual award you can win? How is he not on the Mount Rushmore?
Not only would he not make Mount Rushmore, I don't think he would be in the...
He's won MVPs, championships, scoring titles, defensive player of the year.
Scoring title.
Yeah, I'm just not... I'm not going to put him on my list.
That's crazy.
There's something about him. Maybe he was just too...
Not a showboat.
Yeah, I need more of a showboat.
In history.
You know who I might add to my list? The only college guy to play on the Dream Team, Mr. Christian Laettner. So this list of mine of the greatest of all time.
Laettner all time.
Yeah.
No way, man.
Just for what he pulled off that year. Coming out of college with incredibly embarrassingly large feet. And overcoming that disability. I swear to God, I saw him playing one time when I was live, and you would just hear this of him running, and just seeing him flap down. It looked like the feet in Mad Magazine. You ever see those giant fucking droopy feet? I might have to do an extra mountain for my Mount Rush. I'm going to call it the Mount Rushmores.
Let's take over the Adirondacks.
Steve, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Ronnie B., you're forgetting the best center, greatest center of all time, Mr. Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley I would pick Sean Bradley over David Robinson for obvious reasons.
See ya.
That's it. I mean, when you really think about David Robinson, where does he even make it on, your big man? Do you put him over Kareem?
Oh, no. No way.
Do you put him over Wilt?
Nope.
Do you put him over Olajuwon?
Nope.
It gets pretty, and this guy's ready to put him on a Mount Rushmore. He might not even make the Mount Rushmore of big men.
Fuck no.
You put him over Shaq?
No.
So now you got him at least 5th of all time.
That ain't mountain material.
No, I don't even put him above George Meekin, who should make my list for me right now. There's the big man I want, the lumbering big man.
Would Sabonis, Arvydas Sabonis out of Lithuania, would he crack the Mount Rushmore?
Justin, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, you totally forgot Bill Laimbeer, man. He's got to be on Mount Rushmore.
Bill Laimbeer. Dan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ah, buddies. Hey, you can't forget about the only African 7+ footer, Dikembe Mutombo.
Not in my house.
That's really good.
Not in my house. His throat's filled with razor blades.
Yeah, but you know what? He's been through a lot. I mean, the fucking guy didn't have a drink of water till he was 15. It's the first time he actually had a full glass of water. Other than that, it was just licking some stuff off some plants, He's fighting a fucking dandelion to get a drop of water. Do your impression again.
Not in my house.
That's good.
There's instead of Gatorade, they just gave him sand during the game.
Yeah, they couldn't help it. He was raised that way. It was hard. Those were fucking hard times, dude. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Ronnie, I think I'd probably put half of Jason Kidd on your Mount Rushmore.
Every day I like half of him. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Going to play a quick game show that is going up on the iBang, and this is based on our favorite show, True Detective. Now, if you notice, Chris and I haven't done any spoilers today with True Detective.
No, it's the first day back. We don't, some people probably haven't seen it,
but some people haven't seen any of them.
That's their problem.
Well, no, it's our problem because we're here. I got this from Will Smith last night. You do your show for the people out there, not for yourself. You can tell the people who just do it selfishly, but the people who just want to make others laugh, people like Will Smith, Jimmy Fallon, the Roots Crew, they're doing it for the people at home.
Best band in the land.
My parents are here tonight.
So weird.
Oh, God, there's a lot of pressure on me.
Just throw it to you, too.
Fuck. I don't know why I'm doing this. Lauren made me. Lauren's forcing me out here.
I want to try movies again. Give it one more try.
He should have been a movie star, actually.
He tried.
He should have been Paul Rudd. He never got in a Paul Rudd type of movie. They put him in things nobody could have. Could Paul Rudd have done Taxi and anybody would have dug it?
No.
I don't know. People do like Queen Latifah. I don't know how that movie didn't succeed.
It was, whoever the writing was fucking. It was impossible. Now, the other movie that he did, the fucking Boston movie.
Yeah.
Was it Fever Pitch?
Yep.
That was done as a soccer book originally, and then movie. It's been done in like every different country, and it's much better everywhere else than here. Like in the other places, they treated the guy who loved the sports team as like a normal guy. Then he loves the sports team and he becomes a freaked out maniac. And he's just yelling and he's hard to live with. we turned into, if you're a sports fan, you're an 8-year-old boy with fucking the sheets and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, they turned him into someone actually non-sexual. Rather than, like, let's say a gambling fucking addict like X.
Love the action.
Yeah. You're a gambling addict plus addict. Lou, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, how you doing, Ronnie?
Good.
I got my 4 for the Mount Rushmore of basketball. I got to put Jordan on there, Bird, and Bill Walsh. And this one might come as a surprise. I would put Reggie Miller on it.
It does come as a surprise.
There's no one else that had a better clutch shot than him.
Well, he could shoot the fucking lights out. How many rings he got?
He's got none, but...
Thank you.
Screw Reggie Miller.
Put his sister up there, too. Why don't you?
Here's somebody I'm surprised that Chris Stanley didn't pick. His favorite basketball player. Well, no, a basketball player that loves Chris because he has that fire. That fire on the mountain.
We had a moment, and that was beautiful.
Bill Walton and Chris Stanley, it got fucking weird in here one day. Because fucking Chris brought him into the fucking dead. And then he kept bringing up that song. When I played out there, Ron, there's one thing that I had inside, and that was a fire. A fire on the mountain, like we were playing earlier. No matter what it went back to.
And then he dropped like some weird, obscure, like Jerry's single, like it wasn't even dead. I played it out for him, and he was just looked at me, just like, oh, like just fucking so happy.
Yeah, you two were fucking grabbed each other's wrists and jumped up and down.
Brought Rip City their only title, 77.
Where else did he won in Boston, and did he win in L.A.?
I didn't even know he played in L.A.
I thought he played 1 year in L.A. Let's go over his entire life. Or maybe I'm thinking UCLA, because he was beloved there. Oh, got you autistic and feeling weird today, Fez?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of my Mount Rushmore, which would be Dr. J, Shaq.
That's plenty. You're just going to have a 2-person Mount Rushmore. Here's Harvey. Harvey, you're on the Run and Fez show.
What's going on, guys? Hey, Ronnie B, it seemed like last night on the Fallon show when Bono was sitting there and he asked him about the coffee cup. That was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was very uncomfortable.
But he put him on the spot. He's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, it was very strange.
At least he kind of ran with it. I mean, he didn't just do the, no, I can't do it. But then he actually just sort of went into something.
Pat, Jersey, you're on the Run and Fez.
Yeah, how about Bill Walton on the way to center there, and then really strongly he's going in.
What do you think we just sat around talking about for fucking 10 minutes?
Fire on the mountain, dude.
Fire. That fire on the mountain.
Love you guys, man.
Yeah, love you too, dude. Like 2 fucking dudes who love each other. But in a good way.
Oh, but not like in a sex.
No, I'm not like fucking Juno coming out over the weekend.
Oh, good. That was a shocker. That blew me away.
Really?
Really?
I mean, the rumors were there for years.
I think she's adorable.
Plus, she was in a movie where she severed a man's testicles.
You think that's the only reason she took it?
Yeah.
What's Juno's real name?
Ellen Page.
All right, now here's the problem with coming out. Would this fuck you up now if Ellen Page did a rom-com with, let's say, Justin Timberlake? Would that throw you off? And you'd be watching the whole time thinking, she's not interested in her, or would you care?
It would throw me off. I know. I would think to myself, wait a minute, you like other women. You don't want anything to do with his penis.
But why, if you're watching something with Will Smith, aren't you going, why is he acting like he likes her when he's with Jada Pinkett Smith and they have 2 kids?
There's that lesbian on SNL, and no other female cast member makes out or kisses more dudes than her on that show.
She's so great. What's her name?
Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
She is so fucking good on
She
that
put her
show.
whole head in, like, Louis C.K.'s mouth.
She's so strong. Yeah, I don't think this will fuck me up at all.
This one gay guy in I think some USA show. Like, he's just into women on that show. Plays straight.
Well, what about the other fucking gay guy, the Doogie Howser?
Oh, yeah.
No one ever fucking yells at you're really gay. He's playing a part.
I think it. When I see, like, during those, like, Harold and Kumar movies, I'm like, where he's, like, playing like the man, and he's, like, all drugged down, banging strippers, like, this is a fucking fraud.
But everything is a fraud in acting. It's just fucking made up.
But you didn't have this until she actually came out, even though you thought it about her for years.
Yeah, no, now that's official.
I never once thought about it, but there were always the rumors. You know what I mean? But it never would have occurred to me either way.
This screws up Inception for me, because I thought her and Leo, like, had chemistry together. So now, watching that movie again, I'm on no.
Well, that's a dream. You know what I mean? One way or the other.
She kissed that Gordon Levitt guy. She must have just been dry thieving in her trailer after that take.
That's okay. He's gay, too.
I think everyone's gay that acts in a movie.
Ooh, I'm pretending.
Something else.
Let me put on this costume.
All right, I've got makeup and then my new jacket.
Ooh, the light's right on me.
Let's play our new game show and give us a call if you want to win. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. This is based on True Detective. True Detective is one of the weirder shows of all time. And McConaughey just gets to go flat out fucking weird McConaughey in this.
It's the best kind of McConaughey.
It's really the only kind of McConaughey, but when he gets to go fucking flat out, no one can stop him. So you've got to figure out, is it Manson or is it McConaughey?
Oh, it's time to play Match the Monologue. Is it Manson?
Everything I do is always brand new. I'm on the premise of reality.
Or McConaughey?
It's all one ghetto, man. Giant gutter in outer space.
From the dusty mesa.
What do you think of this song?
First time I heard it, it threw me off. I didn't expect this type of song for True Detective, but it's been growing on me.
I just think it's like watered down fucking Leonard Cohen. Like, we don't want to pay for a fucking Leonard Cohen song. And the mix seems bad to me. I can never understand the lyrics.
I understand like the last 3 words of every sentence. Something about the sun.
Just like it is with all humans talking to you. You only pick it up words here and there. You want to go along with the autism test with Fez?
I just heard autism and test. I don't know what the rest of the words were.
Fez,
So,
do you
yes.
like the whole puppies?
No.
Yeah, we don't need to do a test. You're autistic.
Do you like trains?
No.
You like to do the same thing over and over every day?
Oh, yeah.
You get excited when the garbage truck comes so you can watch them.
It's kind of exciting, yes.
He came at 7:52 yesterday. He came at 7:57 today.
Do you often know when people are teasing or having fun?
Oh, never.
Do you like to have small talk with people?
It gets uncomfortable for me.
You picked the right job for yourself, talk radio. Do you try to make your sentences as short and clippy as you possibly can?
I don't try to, it just ends up happening that way.
This is the part that I actually thought Shelby was singing.
This part?
Yeah, right there. It's terrible. All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Call in and win. What do we got to win today, Aussie?
We've got Primal Fear on DVD signed by Alfre Woodard.
That's right, she was in that. She was what, 6th lead?
She was the judge, I believe.
Yeah. So would you think that would be about 6th lead?
Probably close to that, yeah.
All right. Bill, do you watch the True Detective show?
Every week.
All right, then you'll like to play this game show.
Oh, it's time to play Match the Monologue. Is it Manson?
Everything I do is always brand new. I'm on the premise of reality.
Or McConaughey?
It's all one ghetto, man. Giant gutter in outer space.
Yeah, that's true, man. See, time's not linear. It's like a sculpture.
It's flat. We're all doing the same thing all the time.
All right, Chris, read us the first quote, and we'll try to guess Manson or McConaughey.
All right, here's the first. Here is the first of Manson or McConaughey. A baby is born into the world in a state of fear, total paranoia and awareness. He sees the world with eyes not used yet. As he grows up, his parents lay all this stuff on him. They tell him, and when they should be letting him tell them, let the children lead you.
Manson or McConaughey, my friend?
McConaughey.
I'm going to say false that. What do you got, Chris?
That is incorrect.
Sorry!
Manson.
Sorry. That's normally... Well, I don't want to give it away for people that are playing, but when you're focusing right on kids, it's always Manson. He's always like, I get you dudes. You're ready to go out there and kill for me.
Get him young.
Your parents didn't like you. Charlie does. Dave in Columbus. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing real good.
Dave, before we jump into this game, if you had to have sex with a man, would it be Manson or McConaughey?
Pam Anderson. You always answer with that question.
Okay, it's interesting. Seems like a lot of people are autistic these days. Chris, give us the next quote.
We are things that labor under the illusion of having a self. The accretion of sensory experience and feeling, programmed with total assurance that we are each somebody, when in fact, everybody's nobody.
Manson or McConaughey?
Let's go with McConaughey.
Cold. When the sub's going down like that, we batten the hatches, and off we go. They always say also a thing of autism is pressing a button and thinking something different will happen. Something better will happen. All right, you're going to be the first one. I want to play one more of these. If you want to play at home, you can head on over to the ibang.com. The ibang.com. By the way, Chris, in a moment, I'm going to have a surprise up for you.
Oh.
On the ibang that you should be happy with.
I love surprises.
Do you? Did you like the surprise, the fucking size of that check the other night?
No, actually, that was a bit surprising. That in a bad way.
Angela in Kentucky, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Let me ask you very quickly, if you had the opportunity to have sex with Charlie Manson or Matthew McConaughey, which one would you pick?
The other night? No, that's Manson.
All right, smart idea. All right, so you seem like you're ready for this game.
Make sure your radio's turned down, Angela.
Or turn it up even louder. And let's get really weird. She just picked fucking Charlie Manson over Matthew McConaughey. She's not going to make a lot of normal choices in her life. Chris, what do you got for a question?
In eternity, where there is no time, nothing can grow, nothing can become, nothing changes. So death created time to grow the things that it would kill. And you're reborn, but into the same life that you've always been born into. Is it Manson or McConaughey?
McConaughey. He's not going to make McConaughey.
Correct.
There you go, honey. What did she win that time, Fez?
She won a DVD copy of God Bless America, signed by the director Bobcat Goldthwait.
Wow. That's a great prize on somebody who's not going to get it even slightly. What time's our guest stopping by today?
Should be now. I just checked in with his people to see when because they haven't signed in yet.
Is he here now?
He's not here now, no.
You know, it did snow today.
I know, but I checked in this morning and everything was fine then. checking in again now.
I gotta admit, this fucking movie annoys a little bit. All right, so you can play that up on the iBang if you want to go over now and play Manson or McConaughey, America's favorite new game show. But let's see. All right, the girl that you like, Chris, what's her name? Is it...
from the Blurred Lines video?
Is it Emily Rattenfucker?
Emily Ratajkowski, yes.
What's her name?
Ratajkowski.
Up on the iBang right now, painted on bikini.
Oh my God. Is the best day ever. That, I think I see a nipple there. I mean, I'm looking really hard.
You're going to, because there's just paint on her. You don't have to look that hard. She's naked with paint on.
This girl's the cover next year. She's the cover next year. Lock it up.
And next year, I think she's too old for it.
Oh.
It's a matter of when you peak.
She's 23.
Yeah. You think we want some 24-year-old old bitch fucking on the cover?
Sure.
Ugh, over the hill.
She's a gorgeous woman.
Yeah. Well.
And she has no clothes on because that paint's not. She's naked. That's not like clothing. It's fucking paint.
But you've seen her naked before. Why are you excited about the paint?
But this time you can kind of see it.
It's mysterious. I find it very mysterious. Like, look, there, that ass shot. That ain't a bikini bottom. That's just her bare ass.
This sounds like the Davey Max Sports Show right now.
I'm just telling what I'm seeing here. It's great.
Well, the site's already getting fucking hammered on the Kate thing, so this should fucking kill us.
You have to, like, really kind of pay attention while you're doing that. You can't just start thinking, like, did I just turn the stove off while you're painting? Or you're like, hey, get out of that vagina, dude. Why don't you focus up on some other areas? If you were, like, body painter, you couldn't just, like, yeah, by your staring at me, think you got it. Yep.
That's good stuff, Shelby.
Hit the car revving if you want.
We don't do that unless it's Fez. He hit it for himself the other day, speaking of self-deprecation, and then no one else sold it for him and he didn't bring it up. See, when Shelby has a bit like that, Fez is supposed to hit this. And the purpose is to be in what?
I think that you just ran out of steam, didn't know where you were going with it.
What is this, a steam car? The effect doesn't even make sense.
Would end our dependence on foreign oil, so hopefully.
Yeah. All right, why don't we break here? When we get back, we'll have our guests, Michael Che,